In Brussels, as the world heats up, students are not backing down. Week after week, school students are taking Thursdays off to march for climate action. It's called School Strike for Climate, and it's a movement started by Swedish teenager Greta Thunberg last year. It's since spread to cities all around the world. Thunberg herself will be in Brussels later today to march with Belgians and to meet other climate activists there. Well, let's get some more on this. Maeve McMahon is in Brussels, waiting for all those strikes to start. Morning to you, Maeve. More than 10 or well over 10,000 people have been turning out to the Brussels marches over the last few weeks. Is there a sense that this movement is making any political changes?
Well, not yet, but they're certainly having a huge impact on public opinion. Everybody in Belgium is starting to talk about global warming and about climate changing and starting to put pressure on the caretaker government of Charles Michel. We've already seen two massive demonstrations take place, one before Christmas and another after Christmas. The general public were out, and then of course we've seen schoolgoers, students and even young kids take to the streets last Thursday. But today of course will be different because their hero, that 16-year-old Swedish climate activist, will be here. She's already arrived by bus, in fact, last night to Brussels. She's in the EU quarter, she's in the building right behind me. She'll be speaking before the climate march later today alongside the likes of Jean-Claude Juncker, the European Commission President, and other inspirational speakers from all around Europe who've been invited today to bring, of course, their message to the table and try and also put some pressure on national governments and, of course, the EU institutions. And for a little bit more on today, I'm joined now by Snežka Kvadlich-Michailovic. She is the Secretary General of Europa Nostra. That's the voice of cultural heritage, if you like, in Europe. So thanks for joining me this morning.
Good morning.
And tell me what you think. Do you think these are having an impact, these strikes that are now taking place every single Thursday since the start of the year in Belgium?
Now, civic engagement is extremely important for any good cause, and certainly the cause of more action to combat climate change is an extremely important cause. And what is great is to see the young people going out to the streets, speaking up and calling everybody to do the same.
And your daughter was even out on the streets. You don't mind that she's been skipping school to do so?
Now, she's a little bit older than she's already 24, but she was with other people in The Hague, in the Netherlands, and I think it's extremely important because skipping one day of school, this is not skipping school, because this is also learning. This is learning civic engagement, and climate change is such a threat to all of us and to the planet that getting the young students also out in the street and calling everybody for more action is something important. We can all make a difference, and Greta is making a difference, and I'm holding here a cup of tea. We could all have our cup of tea instead of having plastic cups taking with us. Everybody can do something and must do something because the alarm clock is ticking very much.
Okay, Snežka, I can certainly hear the urgency and the enthusiasm to put pressure on this conference taking place this morning here in Brussels. Thank you for speaking to Good Morning Europe.